Hey everybody, this is MamaCita with ClassyGamergals, and you have entered the Gals Room. I am so like tickled pink because I have my gals in the room with me tonight. Okay, just
all right.
All right, I'm just going to go ahead on around and have everybody introduce themselves so our listeners will know who they listening to.
All right. This is KandiLand from North Side, South Side, East Side, West End.
Woo woo.
There you go.
Yeah. This is CathyAndy. You can say it's CATHYANDY. Or you can call me the SNOOPYDOGGUC.
All right.
What was that? What was that?
Oh, the SNOOPYDOGGUC. That's Snoop Doggy Dog.
Wait a minute.
You on this one? Look at the neck. There's no stupid goats. I don't need them because this podcast's not a joke. Yeah.
Oh,
I like that.
I like that impromptu. You just came right on in. Okay, MC Shells. Okay, go ahead.
And I'm MC Shells. Okay, ShelliShells, excuse me, the professional me. And my mic sounds nice.
Check one.
My mic sounds nice.
Check two.
My mic sounds nice.
Check three. Are you ready?
All right. Oh my God, y'all! You know what? Y'all crazy.
You know how we do.
But I've been warning y'all. I'm serious. I've been warning y'all on the podcast because Candy, you know, I've been talking. We got to get MC Shells. We got to get CathyAndy, and this is the right time. Okay, and look, do me a favor, just for let everybody know like your gaming background, like what you gamed on, but it was currently or back in the day. Just kind of talk about just briefly. So everybody just know.
Okay, I go first. This is CathyAndy. My gaming background, I would say, started way back. ColecoVision, Atari time, Intellivision. I loved Burger Time. What was the Mousetrap? Oh my gosh! When we had the big controllers, and I was so scared of the Hulk. That it was going to come, not just eat. It wasn't just going to eat the cheese on the screen. It was coming after me.
I know.
You remember the music?
Yes. These go.
Oh my goodness!
When it got off.
Yes, I remember. Mousetrap. That's how I started. As we got, as the graphics kind of moved along, we got into the Nintendos. I was a Super Mario. Oh gosh, I loved it. It took up all my time. I worked. I came home and I played the video games. I did nothing else.
Can somebody say the Sims?
Yes.
This the one that got everybody hooked on the Sims.
Yes, the Sims was my next. I went from video console to PC quick. When I heard about the Sims, because it's like I created my own little world.
Yes.
Oh, the Sims was, oh my.
This war is fresh. If the woman is standing, it's the walking.
Said love, blah, 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 blah,
blah, blah, blah, blah, blah.
Yes. The Sims, yes. Okay. And so that's how I, and then I kind of got out of it for a while. And then I think getting back into it, my first adventure or action game was Fable.
Yeah.
That was the first one I came back into. And I'm a arcade gamer. You know, I think I am. I like those, something I can play and finish and be quick.
Yeah.
But when I got into the adventure games, you know, it takes longer, it takes more time, you know, strategy, you know, and it, you know, so my sisters, my gals here got me into those type games. And now I'm waiting for my next adventure. You know, I'm beyond Fable now.
Rise of the Tomb Raider.
I want something to do next.
Play Rise of the Tomb Raider. You need to play Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yes. I'm ShelliShells, and I have kind of similar background to CathyAndy. You know, playing the ColecoVision when I was younger, and then I think once I got in my mid-teenage years, I started doing like the PlayStation and everything, and then she got me hooked on the Sims as well. And then I kind of moved from that to and I had gotten an Xbox, and then I had one of my gals tell me about the Fable as well.
Yeah, me, MamaCita, go ahead. MamaCita.
Okay. She got me into the Fable, and I just like fell in love, especially with like Fable 3. It was just like an adventure, and I just felt like I was part of the game. I think that's when I kind of got into my gaming and everything. So with me, I'm a big Mortal Kombat fan. I like this, you know. You know, I like all that blood, the gore, you know, the ribs, the stomach come out, you know, it's like, that's right. Get over here. And I be all that, finish him. Then I be like, okay, what I do next? And then I just hit him in the neck with my hand. What kind of finish him is that? Yeah, but that's me. So I'm also looking for the next name to play too.
All right. I think we can find something. I think we find some candy.
Oh yeah, I got a lot of things.
Yeah.
Once y'all play that Tomb Raider, that Division.
Yeah, we got to challenge Division too. Yes, we got to team up. We got to team up. We got to finish that.
You tell me to play Skyrim.
Yes, I did a long time ago. My favorite game of all time. Yes. All right, but now that we've gotten intros out the way, the reason that I brought my gals together, because, you know, with Enter the Gals Room, I want to address the love, relationships, and gaming. And I know that some people might think, well, how in the world does, you know, love, relationships, and gaming go hand in hand? But you will be surprised the number of people where gaming can affect, you know, their love life. And what we're going to do tonight, there's two women that I'm going to read their stories to you and to the visitors. To the listeners. And I'm going to read their stories. Okay. And I had them write to me and tell me what their issue was. Well, let me hold up. The first person though, let me tell you the background. I'm going to call her Karen B. All right. Okay. I went to GameStop, all right, and I'm sitting in my car, and I was just sitting there, messing on my phone, and a car pulls up to the left of me, and I see this couple pull up, and I saw the guy get out the car and go in the GameStop. So I'm looking on, and I see this lady. So I'm like, I've been trying to find ways where I could talk to people, mainly women. Okay, Cortana just went off with my voice. Okay, thank you, Cortana. But, where I could talk to women and ask them their feelings about dating or being married to a gamer. So I'm looking over at this lady, and I saw frustration in her face. I just saw it. And something said, go over and just ask her. Maybe she can be, one of your topics for the podcast. So I went up to the car. I said, excuse me, miss. I was like, but can I ask you a question? I said, is that your husband or your boyfriend? And she was like, Like I was like, and is he a gamer? And I was like, oh, okay. Well, you having issues with him? And I was like, well, would you mind sharing with me what your issue is? Because I need topics for my podcast. And this is what she said to me. And I asked her, this is exactly what she said. Karen B said, My husband is too busy playing stupid video games when I'm ready to adult play. So now I am ready to step out. Yes, I am. I'm so sick of him and his always got to be gaming when I want to be playing wifey. And you know what she talking about, right? Games. Hell, I'm no bad looking chick. And I know what I can do. So go ahead and tell me why he don't want it. I'm listening.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
That's a rough.
Now, let me make sure I reread this part. She said, I'm so sick of him and he's always got to be gaming when I want to be playing wifey games, is what she said. Now, I'm no bad looking chick and I know what I can do. So go ahead and tell me why he don't want it. I'm listening. Girlfriend says she ready to step out.
Yeah.
Now, we kind of had a similar topic on our first broadcast, KandiLand, and I'm finding that this is a serious issue because I'm hearing a lot of women and more men, and not saying there aren't men that go through this, but I'm just hearing it. So what do we say? And she told me that she will watch and she will be listening. And both of these ladies actually told me that they're going to listen to this broadcast and listen to our feedback. So what do we tell Karen B? Do we tell her to go ahead on and find someone on his side, or do we tell her to go ahead and stay home and try to work it out? I mean, what we tell her?
Wow.
I mean, I would tell her. I wouldn't tell her to step out. I'm not going to do that. But I know for like my own personal, self, I wouldn't. How can I say? I wouldn't I just lost my train of thought. What I was going to say.
Okay. Well, let me step in.
Right quick.
Okay. All right, because I feel like this. I don't think I would tell her to step out either. I would say communicate and find out. Everybody game for different reasons. It's whether it's just for the fun. They may feel that not saying that they're bored in life or other thing else, so they find some sort of peace or some form of getting away from reality in gaming. So I would tell her to maybe have a talk with him, find out what part of his heart does gaming have and where does she fit in his heart, and I will stress, because myself, I've been in your position, Karen B, where I would come home and they're gaming and it's like I would just go ahead on upstairs to myself. I got into my movies, I got into my own books while they gamed all night. And then when I wanted to do adult play, they were tired, or had all kinds of excuses or gamed half the night. It was 3:00 by the time they got to bed. So yeah, I know where you are, but I would say, I wouldn't say leave. I would say to have a conversation with him.
Well, she didn't say she was leaving. She just said she gonna step out on him.
Yeah. yeah.
She said step out.
I would say have a conversation with him first. Find out. Tell him. I don't know if she actually told her. She told you this, but I don't know if she actually told him that this is what gaming is doing to her. And these are the thoughts that's coming to her. Because maybe they can find a game that they both can get into and they can find some sort of what was like a place to begin. And then maybe if they play together and then she would see, okay, well, this is not all that bad. And then maybe she would allow him, okay, well, this is your game time, but after this certain hour, this is us time.
So the thing is, I and I only spent about maybe 10 minutes with her.
Yeah.
Because as soon as he came out, of the store, I just made a beeline on back to my car. Yeah. But, I just frustration in her face and in her tone. And even as we talked, because she said that, but we did talk a little bit after that. And my understanding from her is that this has been an ongoing issue. And she has come to him. She says she has literally come to him and it's like, I'm tired of you putting me off. You put me off, when I want to come and I want to be intimate with you and I want to, kiss up on you and I want to do little freaky stuff with my husband.
Yes, and I understand.
Your girlfriend want to freak her husband.
That's what I understand.
Yeah.
I understand. But wait. That's what I was thinking about earlier.
I'm sorry, but she being too goddamn sensitive because he could be out there cheating with Mary, Susan, and Coco Brown somewhere. Sorry, Coco. No. Sorry. I'm like, okay, but he in the house with you. Okay, dress up as a character, stand in front of them, play like you wanted the games. My goodness, I'm just saying.
Yes, well,
I just think she's being a little too sensitive. My thing is that's his downtime. That's him. You have to have every second of his time. Okay, go do your adult play when he's not playing the game. I'm pretty sure he's not playing the game 24/7. Come on, she's being too sensitive. That's just where I'm coming from. He could be doing other things.
That's true.
So what I was trying to say earlier, I got
your thoughts together.
I got my thoughts together.
They was in the cloud.
They was in the cloud behind me. They've been downloading into my brain. I was pulling on them. I was like, come on back to me. They back now.
Okay.
I was thinking about this thing because it also depends, excuse me, on what game he playing. Okay. Because when I think about myself personally, like when I play Division, and in some parts of the game, if I hit the pause button, that's not going to stop people from shooting at me. They still going to shoot at me. It's just going to be a dimmed out screen. And I'm going to get out. And if I get out at that particular moment in my fight, I got to start all over from the beginning.
Yeah, you're right. I remember those games.
It depends on what game he may be playing. He may not be able to just, babe, I got to stop right here. I know, like I was saying, I myself, sometimes, like, when I would be playing Division and my husband come in, I'd be like, well, I'm on this little fight right here. If you just let me get past this point, or whatever, then we can talk about that day or whatever. Just let me, finish this fight. Now, sometimes, depending on what level I was on,
better leave you alone.
The fight may take 30 minutes. It may take 15. It could take an hour, depending on how much I was getting shut up.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? You got to think about what game you was playing, and that goes back to what you were saying about, okay, maybe she could figure out how she could fit into the game.
Yeah. But I'm gonna make Karen B's argument though.
Yeah.
With you, ShelliShells. You talking about she being too sensitive and all. But think about it. She coming to her husband, girlfriend, all in her, she in her sexual fields. Okay, this her husband, and a lot of men complain that, that wifey don't want to participate enough. Now you got a wife that's willing to participate, and she want to go ahead all in with it, and give her do her due.
Right.
That's in her mind. That's rejection.
Right.
Yeah.
So think about that.
I understand it. But I feel like, okay, if she know he's sitting there playing this game, why are you dressing up? You're going in trying to have adult relationships with him in the middle of his game. If you know that he usually would turn down on how that time, you setting your own self up for failure. That's how I look at it.
Okay.
I'm like, you already know. So why you keep doing it?
Another way.
True.
Okay.
But I feel it's like a twofold because I've been the gamer and I've been the wife. I've been coming home from work straight to my spot. Got to pick up where I left off because my mind is determined to beat a level. So I've been on both sides. And I think as far as men, we're going to see an increase in the amount of men that has gaming a part of their life now. So who's to say that you leave this one, the next man, you still got a chance to end up with a gamer, because gaming is so wide, you know. So like I said, the next person may still be a gamer, but I do want to make this message clear to men. I've been a gamer too, and I know you love your games. Like KandiLand said, I know you want to beat that level. I know you want to make it to the next realm. I know you want to see blood and gore. You want to finish them.
Headshots.
And I know that, but you have to listen to your female. You have to listen to your wife. You have to listen to your girlfriend. And I believe if you took the time to satisfy them and not just give them a little bit of time and my gaming take most of my time, you need to give them your time and then make time for your gaming. You know, just flip it a little bit. Not saying get rid of your gaming, because no, I don't think none of us will ever be able to do that. But just be more sensitive to your partner and know that, you know, we know you love gaming, but I know if you had to choose between gaming and your woman that's been there for you, I will hope to believe that you would choose your girl, your wife.
But that depends on if she's been getting on his nerves. If she been getting on his nerves, he gonna like the heck with her. I'm going for the game.
But you don't want your woman in your life to just disappear, and your reason and your excuse that you got to tell people is that my woman left me because I gamed,
or stepped out on them,
or stepped out because I gamed. You know, do you really want to risk that? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, get it together, learn how to prioritize and how to make time for your gaming and for your woman.
But I mean, my thing is she really being too sensitive though? Is she? Because I mean, sex in your marriage and your relationship, that is very important.
But so it's fun.
Well, yeah,
so it's fun
and your own
and laughter and having a good time
sex is
together.
Fun.
Yes,
in your own time, because I have to have my own time. And to me, when I was playing my game, that was my me time. Leave me alone, because you have yours. You go out doing it, you do whatever. You hanging with your boys. I don't come up to where you are in public when you hang with your guys and say, "Excuse me, I need some time." So while I'm sitting here playing my game, don't come to me talking some. Excuse me, I need you know. No. Right. You know, I look at it's a time and a place. I mean, I'm just like something like that. If you're in a marriage, you should be able to get over that. I don't think gaming. I just, you know, no. I think to me, she just sounds a little too sensitive. I do understand needing your needs and things, man. I do, because I mean, I'm married, so of course I understand it. But I just think of all things I'm gonna step out for because he was gaming. Seriously.
We have womanly vows, you know, if you use them, you know, even if it don't matter how much he into a game.
That's another thing. That's another thing.
We
don't know what you doing.
Yeah, we know how to get our man off their game.
That's right. That's right. I was gonna ask, because I could throw something on and stand in front of that TV and game gets shut down.
Yeah.
So she need to up her skills. You need to be doing something to know to shut that game down to get his attention.
Okay, well, so what do we tell her? What do we need to tell her she need to do then? She need to step up her skills. Her skills in what?
If she had to stand in front of the TV. Oh, excuse me. Is this rated PG? Excuse me. Is this? Can I say what I want?
I mean, you can say what you want. No, I'm not. You know, we're not gonna be too explicit. I mean, but
classy.
Yeah, but I mean,
but if she need to stand in front of the TV with her birthday suit on,
Yes.
You know, they all be because now see, this is gonna be the problem. See, this gonna tell it. Now you get in front of that TV with your birthday suit on, and he's still saying, "I don't have time to." Then
it might be.
It's not the game.
It ain't.
Your husband got a problem.
Yeah.
They go deeper than the guy.
It might be Coco Brown.
She can just
see on the side.
See, it's all about sensuality,
right?
You know, it's you know, coming on strong and saying, "Baby, let's take the games to the bedroom."
That's right. There
you know, let's take the games to the bedroom.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, do they? You know, and then we both can come on out here and teach me a little something on these games. You see what I'm saying? It's, you know,
because she said every time she come to him and she wanna do that he always rejects her. She said every time she comes to him when he's gaming, and she didn't say outside of gaming. She said when he playing the games and she come to him, you know, he gaming, and you know, so you know, I'm just saying, are we telling her to
every time?
Well, that's what she said.
She said every time he game. That's like somebody keep coming to wake me up while I'm sleeping.
Yeah, that's a whole other level right there.
Wait a minute.
That was a good one. Yes.
I mean, here's the thing. Y'all know me. I've said it before. I've said on other podcasts. I get it. You know, I've been where I'm gaming. I'm all in it. Yeah. And you know, when somebody is coming, you know, around me and start talking to me, I can get frustrated. Look, please don't come around me or don't walk into my view.
Yes.
You know, you want to come and talk to me. Why? Don't you see this controller and this headset on my head?
Yes.
And you coming up to me asking me a question.
Yes.
I mean, don't be. If the house isn't on fire, okay, or somebody isn't breaking into the house, don't say anything to me.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gaming, so I mean I get that, but I think when it comes, you know,
where's the balance? Though,
well, yeah,
you know, as far as her,
there are times when he should put the controller down. Though, are there times though? Okay, you know, I mean, I don't know all the dynamics behind it, but I mean, come on, if she coming to him and you know, the girls are just perky and bouncing and stuff is shining and lotion down,
and if she handle her business the way she said she handled her business, then I just don't see why.
That remote control, he probably won't even put it down because he won't have the time to think to put the remote down. He's not just for him. It's just gonna drop. It's gonna fall wherever it be.
I'm just trying to imagine myself as a woman coming to my man and him rejecting me in any way. I'm just trying to imagine that, regardless of what he's doing, he rejects me. You know, I'm just trying to imagine that. I mean, not that ever happened. I don't think.
No, I
can't say that that's I've ever experienced rejection for that. You know, then you want to go to the mall or rejected, you know. Rejected or don't want to go to watch, Twilight, I'm okay with that. I didn't want to see no Twilight. I'm okay with that. But I just couldn't imagine that. I don't know. I couldn't imagine that as a woman, you know. And I just think we, as women, sometimes men think that we aren't sexual beings either. And this Karen B is obviously a sexual being. Okay. She likes engaging. Okay, but I wouldn't advise her to step out, Karen B. No, girlfriend. I don't think you should step out of your marriage. No. But maybe you could find some other things to do while he's gaming. Okay, and things heat up for you. There are other things that she could do. If you have your room.
She took toys out. Those are games too, right?
Okay, I was talking about going in her bedroom watching a movie. What y'all talking about? What what y'all talking about.
Uh-huh.
Where your mind's at?
Come on, me.
It was me, Mario.
All right, so the consensus is don't step out.
Don't
Everybody
step out.
Don't step out. Don't step out.
Not
man.
over game.
All
Don't do
right.
it. Don't do it.
All right, on to the next letter. And this one is kind of long, so bear with me, okay? And this comes from Helen S, and this is not her real name, okay? Dear MamaCita, you asked me to tell you why I will never, ever, 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 ever marry a man that plays video games again. Okay, here it is. He won't keep a damn job. Every 3 months, he leaving his job, and it takes him 3 months in between to find another one. But guess what? Guess what? I see him doing his job hiatus when I come home from 8 hours. He playing Black Ops or chasing a damn football on a TV screen. Now, which is the silliest thing I've ever seen. Number 2, they lie. He doesn't have the money to pay his portion of the electric bill, but magically he came up with the funds to buy Call of Duty. And last but not least, they are lazy. Every time he make dinner for me, why are they always sandwiches and applesauce?
Oh no!
I was trying to get through it.
Wait a minute. Right here. Oh, one better hanging on this side of the best friend. All in me. Wait a minute. Mama, see this.
Go. Okay, wait a minute. What was that? Okay, what?
Sandwiches and applesauce.
Well, every time he make dinner for me, why are they always sandwiches and applesauce? I'm
School lunch.
At least it would have some fruit snack.
She's like, wait a minute.
A grown person eating applesauce.
I hope it want a cup of applesauce. At least it came about the job.
It should be a box brand.
All right, go ahead.
All right, I'm fixing this man shrimp scampi, succotash, and yogurt parfaits. And all he can make for me are dried up cold cut sandwiches and a cut up damn apple.
I'm sorry, but
That's funny.
MamaCita, his lazy behind could at least throw some raisins on top. I don't care what you and your gal say on your show, but you would never convince me to hook up with a gamer again.
That's a problem.
And that's Helen S.
Yes.
It's one thing to be a gamer, but when you're lazy and don't handle your bills and can't keep a job, that comes before.
Yeah. And don't put all gamers in one pot. I don't think all gamers are lazy or don't cook. You know, I think he has some of these qualities before gaming.
He's just a lazy man.
And he's just a lazy man, a man that just don't have that drive to go. Maybe he's a procrastinator, and you know, so I just don't think all gamers, you know, because you have some gamers that I know game, their minds are constantly on getting things done.
Right.
They movers and shakers because you're right, Candace. Because they want to make time to play the game.
And I would say to Helen S, who's also will be listening to this podcast, I would say to you that, if he's not telling you the truth and lying about, having money or the money that he's spending on games or whatever. I mean, it's probably, he in his mind, he's thinking she don't like gaming. And, and some guys feel like they have to they have to be deceitful in their spending because wifey isn't going to like the fact that he spent money on a video game because they feel like it's a waste.
Right.
And if you feeling like it's a waste of time, you almost put him in a position where he has to cover it up.
Right.
So you doing what we do when we buy shoes and pocketbooks.
Right. And get our hair
and we don't want him to know.
Now, you still should be paying your electric bill. I'm not saying don't get the money for the electric bill and buy a video game.
Exactly.
Right. But, even if he, there's some guys that even if he paying the bills and he doing everything he should be doing, wifey don't want money spent on video games because she just feel like it's a waste.
It's a waste. Right.
Now, Helen, I know that that's not your situation, but I'm just saying, in fairness to him, he probably feels like he has to cover it up because he knows that you're going to complain about him spending the money on a video game. But
it sounds like the conversation need to be open up about the bills being paid and sitting at home while I'm at work for 8 hours. That's the conversation.
I mean, think about it. Girlfriend, she been on her job. She come in the door, after 8 hours. Okay, let's talk about the dinner. I mean, come on, cold cuts and applesauce.
Right. Yes. Because you've been gaming all day. Yeah. So you try to
just at least get the family or maybe the small size lasagna by Stouffer's. At least that.
Ain't that good?
That is real good. You can at least do that. You just throw that in the oven.
Yeah. Up them sandwiching applesauce to some type of hoagie. Or some fried apples.
Some salami on there with some ranch dressing or something.
She say dried up cold cuts.
So I want to fix that.
So some mayonnaise on there.
At lunchtime because he knew she was coming home at 5:30.
Yeah, they stay up by the time she walked in the door. That's messed up. Come on, that's some messed up stuff right there, bro. That's messed up.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't roll with you on that one, dog.
I can't either. Because one thing, I do not like a lazy man. I'm sorry. You set the tone for the household. And if you've been lazy and not working, especially if you got children and they're saying that you're not working, you're the head of the household.
But does gaming make you lazy?
No.
He just sounds like he's just lazy.
That's just
period. Because gaming, to me, gaming doesn't make you lazy. It's if you have that mentality already. Because you don't have to do gaming to be lazy. You could be sitting on the couch. I mean, I read, but you could just be a couch potato, just sitting there reading all day. What's the difference? Reading all day.
But what is it? What's the stigma attached though to gaming or to gamers that people think that gamers are lazy? Because
they're having fun. Their expression. Some people have a problem with seeing enjoyment being brought to this person if they having issues where I'm over here, I'm not happy, I'm not laughing about something, I'm sitting, I have to watch you laughing and he. That's because there's internal problems in our relationship. So in order for me to feel good about what's going on, I'm gonna blame the gaming. I'm gonna blame you playing these games as our problem. It's not the game. It's just y'all relationship.
But there are stigmas attached to that. And the thing is, I mean, I've said it before, and I've said it in my podcast before, that I was once, one who felt that gaming was a waste of time, and you could find something else to, constructive to do, and I have shared that before. But I was in a conversation with someone, and we were talking about how the millennials up to date and just feeling like the maturity level of some of them are just not where they should be. And we were having a conversation about maturity levels. And she said to me during our conversation, well, MamaCita, how can you even talk about somebody being mature? Now you play video games. And I'm like, yes. And I'm like, wait, what? Because I play video games, that means I'm immature.
You won't. This wasn't said in person.
No, she said it to me. We were talking, and she wasn't being I mean, I don't think she was trying to be malicious in it.
No,
No, I don't think so. But but when I was talking to her, and my response to her, I was like, "What do you mean? How can I chime in on somebody else's maturity level because I play video games?" She was like, "I mean, you're a gamer, so." I mean, so what are you saying though? Gamers did now immature. I said, you know me. You're talking to me. Am I immature?
Half the country in world.
But hold on. Then I also said to her, I said, don't I get Facebook requests from you to play Candy Crush? I get them from you all the time.
That's a game.
All the time. That's right. Yeah. All the time. So, excuse me, but who's the most immature one? The one tapping on a doggone phone or tablet, or the one holding a controller in her hand? I mean, who's more interested? I'm tapping on no glass.
Right.
I mean, you tap. I mean, I'm just saying, So, and then her face, she was very dumbfounded. When she looking at me when I said that. So I'm like, but people do think that. People do think that, and like I said, I have come across that, so much, and just listening to these women here, the issues that they're having, with their husbands. I mean, I can pretty much say that they've all probably thinking it's an immature. I'm just, I'm tired. They have that stigma is attached because he's a gamer, and my thing is,
it don't have anything to do with it. I don't think so.
No, it doesn't.
No,
it doesn't.
We play games on our phones. Even you playing a word puzzle. That's a game. It's still a game.
And I think people attach that child mentality to it because if you go all the way back to when Atari and games did first come out, most adults bought it for their children.
Right, but those children grew up
still liking
those games. Right. And then there was ones that came out
and maybe some people, but you have those group of people though who never gamed. You still have those who was never a part of that. That movement.
And then they're also looking at video games from back in the day, the way games look, because they were catered to children and they were made for children. Not that adults didn't play them back then, but the games today are made for adults. They are adult themed games. Right. A lot of them look like movies. Right. Okay. The graphics, the sound.
And you saying that, what's the difference between don't bother me, Empire is on, or I'm going on demand and I'm gonna catch up on all my seasons of Walking Dead. You binge watch your favorite show, Walking Dead. So what's the difference between you getting your popcorn and your remote control and sitting in front of the TV and him gaming?
I'm gonna take it to a whole nother level.
I'm after you. Go ahead.
I'm riding the elevator. Come on.
Didn't we used to color when we was kids?
Yes.
But who making money now off of coloring, crayons, color pencils? Don't they have adult coloring books now? So you can say I'm mature because I like the color.
Yes, they do.
In an adult coloring book too.
Yes.
And cartoons.
Yes.
Remember, cartoons were catered to children, but now they have cartoons that are made for adults.
Starting with The Simpsons.
And that's what I was about to say. If you watch The Simpsons or you watch Family Guy, which they are adult, but it's still animation. Does that make you immature because you're watching it?
No.
So my thing is, stop thinking that video games. It's Mario and the Donkey Kongs. Yes. Okay, you need to. It's the Division, Mad Max, the Uncharted.
Wait a minute, because I like Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
I
still.
Oh my bad.
I still got my Super Nintendo.
You still got your Super Nintendo.
You went way back to the old ones. I know, right? Do you know in one of those donkey countries, the newer ones? Yeah. It's a room that has an arcade sitting in it.
Is this on the Nintendo 64?
You told me about that.
Let me think.
Well, you had the access to play all the other games.
Yes,
like
it's on the
64.
or the Cube. I think it's the Cube.
Oh, okay.
I think it's the Cube because I had Donkey Kong Country for the Cube.
Okay.
And I think I had it for the Wii too. But you can go in a room and it's an arcade sitting in there. You just go touch the arcade and it allows you to play the old Donkey Kong Country.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That was a moment.
That was a moment.
Yeah, but I'm not saying that if you are an adult and you play those games, because I like to play games now that are, geared towards children. But I mean, because if the game is fun, like Plants vs. Zombies.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna play the heck out of that.
Yeah,
all right. Okay, I know you vanquishing instead of killing. Okay, I'm all right with that. I don't mind playing as a plant. Okay.
Right.
All right. And I know, there's some out there gamers that feel like, that's a kid game or whatever. But I have had.
And to all those who play Family Feud and all those cooking games, you're gamers.
And Monopoly.
Yes, Monopoly. You're a game. Spades.
Even on family night.
Yes,
you still
you are a gamer.
And that's another thing too, though. I think the gamers, that what we do is we try to
Categorize.
We categorize. The type of gamer that you are. This casual or hardcore, or you're not really a gamer if you don't play ABC XYZ type of game. I'm like, they're all games.
Right.
But did it not? Did it not?
From the mobile to the PC.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Wow. Yes. I mean, that was just so many people, because we just got back from PAX East. If anybody didn't know, KandiLand and I went to PAX East, and we all, in Boston, Massachusetts, and oh my gosh, it was just massive. The people, it was just so many people. I was like, oh my God. And for me, I had the most fun in the classic console. Section.
Right.
Yes, where I had a chance to really dive into J Empire, and that game, J Empire. Oh my God, I love it. They really need to bring that in current generation. I want to see J Empire like a reboot or whatever. Yes, please. Yes.
You want to know what I like to see in current generation?
What?
Now, Nintendo, if you out there listening to this podcast, I got a little bit of advice. Mario, I love Mario. That whole line, Waluigi, Wario, what is it? What's the Puff Ghost? All of those people. As children and growing up, we love those characters, Nintendo. We love those characters. But as adults, what I would love to see, if you could kind of like let Wario and Mario and all those characters, put them in an adult atmosphere. Put them in give them some swords and some shields and let them fight battle. Give them or
shoot some lightning from his hands or something.
Yeah, bring them into an adult setting, atmosphere. You will win back the people who grew up on it. We grew up on it. Mario Kart, Mario Party, Mario Art, Smash Brothers. I believe I played all of them. And I would love to see Mario.
I want to see Peach's conjure up a familiar.
Conjure up a spell. Yeah, bring them into, kingdom. Show us the kingdom that Peaches ran and that Donkey Kong was trying to save her. Give us the kingdom, Nintendo.
She want that kingdom.
I want the kingdom. I want to see it. Wario and Mario, y'all evil twin brothers. Show us what electricity split from the sky that caused one to be evil and give me an adventure, Toad, Mushroom, all them characters in an adult. And when I say adult, I not in a cartoon way.
Yeah.
In a movie style, like all these other adventure, you know, like your Skyrim.
Or Witcher, The Witcher 3.
Witcher, you know,
give us a real life world.
For them.
Yes, a human.
And after I say this, I have to read the small words in this fine print. Nintendo, if you take this advice, you know you owe me about $1 million if it gets all that. Court fees and because if you take this advice, then you know you owe me the contract is not signed. Thank you, Nintendo. This has been Kathy, Andy. Thank you.
Oh my God. Oh man,
I would love to see that.
I think you just gave Nintendo some good advice though, because that is an issue that, you know, a lot of gamers have with them is that they feel like they stuck in the 80s and the 90s and they won't progress the system in a manner in which they need to keep keep the players. And they have their base. I mean, they have their fan base and they're loyalists and they're very loyal to Nintendo. But I mean, you know, I guess, you know, we want to see Nintendo. And they did announce that I guess this NX, the next system, is supposed to be coming, I think, March of 2017. They did announce that, I think, either yesterday or a couple of days ago. I think I did see that. And they also said that they weren't going to have, I think it was only one game that they were going to have on the E3 floor this year. They were only going to have one game. I can't remember which game it was, though. My bad. I can't remember what game it was, but it was one game that they're going to show. It wasn't Star Fox Zero. I'm not sure what game it was. Can't even look that up for me. But I mean, that came as a surprise to me too. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's like you're gonna show your system in March 2017, and E3, you know, it's the huge, one of the largest, you know, gaming shows. And you aren't going to show the one game. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure what their strategy is, but they really need to bring whatever this system is, they needed to bring it on par. And then it actually needs to supersede, because we're hearing rumors about either a newer Xbox, updated Xbox, or a PS4.5, the PS4 Neo, or whatever it is. We're hearing rumors that they're going to announce some type of updated hardware as well. So, you know, I don't know.
Just when you think you can't get any better, right?
Well, I just think they, you know, I just think they really need to do something, because the Wii U just did not. It did not say. I mean, I bought it, but I've been on it a few times. And I thought it was going to be, you know, an updated version of the Wii, and that I was going to have the issue that I had was the games just weren't available when I purchased it. Like the games that I thought was going to have the upgraded graphics and services and features on it. I mean, you still couldn't pop in a video to watch a video on
you couldn't watch a video.
You couldn't do that, and they still didn't have an online gaming features for you. So I mean, even if they had the third-party support, even if they had, you know, the Call of Duty or whatever, who's gonna want to play Call of Duty and you can't talk to your teammates?
Right.
I mean, who's gonna want to play it? Legend of Zelda. Okay, that's the game they're gonna have at E3. I don't know how I missed that one. Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. Is it enough?
Zelda.
Everybody loves Nintendo.
I love
Zelda. But I think they appeal to a younger crowd, maybe like they're 13 and younger, where it's not a whole lot of talking online. But those ones who in the teenage and older, you know, like adults, we're more, you know, want to go online and game with everybody. So I think that's where they kind of
stop right there. I mean, all the other systems to me have your family games. They have the motion active, you know, type games, and then they have their adult, you know, games. Nintendo seem to stop right there. You know, they have the action motion, they have the family games, and you know, but then they're not catering to that group of people that like that
want a more hardcore experience.
Right.
Yes.
Yes. It was one game you told me they had on there. I'm like, what? Nintendo? It was a game, Halo or some game you were telling me. It may not. It was
no one Halo, because that's on the Xbox.
Yeah. It was a game. I can't remember. Yeah. I was like, what?
They probably some one of the third-party games that was on the Wii, because the Wii had some third-party support. I think they had more than the Wii U.
Okay,
but yeah, there were some games on there, probably Black Ops or Call of Duty. That I said, I think that's what it was. Yeah, it's Call of Duty.
I was shocked.
Yeah, but I don't know. They don't have to do. They have to do something,
right? And in order for them to make money off the games, people got to buy that system. And they're not going to buy the system. Compared to Xbox or PlayStation.
And I think it was their profit. They just released, I think, quarterly financials, and their profit, I think, was like a 60% decline just a couple of days ago. I mean, revenue was on par, but their profit was just that's a major. Yes, and I mean, and the thing is, though, I think we as gamers need to stop this Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo stuff, because if Nintendo goes down, if they do, you got to understand that PlayStation and Xbox, you won't be far from that. And I'm gonna let me make my case as to why I say that. People would say Nintendo has so much money in the bank, you know, because that's what I hear people saying. So much money in the bank that they aren't going anywhere for a while. Okay. But if they don't have money coming in, okay, you need income, you need profit, okay, because just because they have money in the bank that they've built up over the years, they have expenses too, and they're just going to have to keep pulling from that money that's in the bank, but nothing else is replacing that. Okay, so just to say you have enough money stored up, you need profit. You need money, a continuous flow of money that's in there. Okay, and so Microsoft, we all know Microsoft has money, and Microsoft also has profit. They have a lot of profit coming, even though they were down as well, just as some of the other ones this past quarter. However, even with that, and they have a good amount of revenue coming in, they're still cutting back. They're closing developers, office line head. They're closing down studios. They're cutting back, stopping production on games. I mean, and it's not like they don't have money, and they have the money coming in, and they're still doing a lot of these cutbacks. Sony is doing the same thing. So and what I think is happening, honestly, is that the younger gamers are not into console gaming. I think that's the reason why these studios and everything are they're going by the way of the dodo bird, because people are the cost of games have risen, but I don't think they have the number of people buying the games where they make enough money back. And you might say, oh, but the system is selling is just as well as it was last gen. It's on par with last gen, or exceeding that a little bit. But that isn't a pie in the sky, because I just feel like we should be way ahead than what we were last gen. I just think the kids,
they just want to play Flappy Bird.
Yeah, they're not, or they're on their tablets and their phones.
I bet you all of these in-play games, Candy Crush, and all these games where you can buy coins and collect. If we ever looked into how much money they make, I bet you they making just as much money as a game maybe off of one game.
I bet you they'll profit, because their expenses are low. It's lower. It's a lot lower, because those people don't care about graphics. So we're sitting out here arguing and debating about which system has the better graphics or which system got a better games. And them tablet games, the phone games, they don't care about graphics.
Looked at it. When I heard you say that the other day, MamaCita, and we were all talking, when you were saying that the younger generation are now holding controllers, they clicking and swiping and tapping on tablets and our phones, and that's the way. I mean, it was just so clear to me. I was like, you're right. That's even the gamers gamers, the men, the women, that our children are not playing the games. While they gaming, they sitting over somewhere playing on a tablet or a laptop.
Yes, and we see it. We all know because we see it. Don't we see it?
Yes.
I see it.
My daughter got an Xbox.
That is so true.
And she watching Netflix.
Yeah.
On Xbox, not playing our games.
Yeah,
Right.
yes,
So
I see
true.
it all the time. I see it all the time.
So do y'all think we may be like the last generation of console gamers?
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
They're gonna have
I hope not. I mean, I think it's going to have to change. It becomes, I think gaming as we know it, whether it moves to like maybe a streaming type services or like we can take those games, on the go and maybe not have a set dedicated box. I don't know, but I think gaming as we know it, I do think it's going to change. Now, how soon that's going to happen?
It's like going back to PC gaming. It's like the PC gaming is going to pick back up because PC gaming to me at one time was on a rise. I thought all you saw was rows and aisles of PC games. That's how I got into The Sims.
Yeah.
Because everything was on the computer. But then they kind of gravitated to the consoles, and now it's like everything. Now that the PC has gotten smaller and you can carry it around with you everywhere you go,
PC gaming is kind of on the rise again.
On the rise.
Yeah, because I'm actually considering. I'm serious. I'm considering, seriously considering investing in, fixing my motherboard and really delving into PC gaming because
it was so good.
Oh my gosh, it is a different experience. It is a totally different experience. And when we saw The Division at PAX East being played on PC, and I don't know if that was a 4K TV, I don't know, but we were blown away.
I mean, you could see the details in the gate. On the game, how do you see that?
And we were a good distance away. We were at least 10 feet away. And we could see it was so detailed. The facial features defined. I mean, the strands
triple
of
HD. You get it? Remember triple HD? Triple HD.
I mean, individual strands of hair. And I mean, we were like, oh my God. So I'm seriously considering just investing, into PC gaming and just kind of going back to it. Because I was once a PC gamer. I once was. But I just kind of moved away from it.
Because you know what? When I was into The Sims on the PC, once The Sims moved to the console, they lost me. And I didn't play it anymore. I didn't play it on.
And it wasn't as interesting.
It wasn't that interesting because you controlled the people differently, and
it was different.
You had to tap too many times, and
The Sims was not.
They lost me on the console. But the PC.
I don't know what they did with The Sims 4, and I don't know what they did with The Sims 4, Greg. You know I was a Simaholic, but The Sims 4, they went back to Sims 1 and Sims 2 days. I don't know if you knew this because I know you kind of dropped out.
I kind of dropped out.
Okay. You know how with The Sims 3, it was like open where you could just walk out of your house and go anywhere in the neighborhood. I mean, you can get in your car and just drive over. In The Sims 4, they went back to Sims 2. Whereas when you and when you exit,
you had to
go over.
It was like a pause where the screen.
It was a loading screen to go into your neighbor's house. Why would they do that? And then they moved away from like the open world environment back to the more linear.
That was their cutback. Maybe they didn't sell.
Office was hurting. It was going back to when they made the
programmers that was on the game. They just didn't take it to a whole.
Well, I mean, they had to decide to do it that way. Somebody had to make the decision and say, "This is how we're gonna make it." And programs to me only did whatever they were supposed to do. I mean, there's no way in the world you will tell me you just didn't know how to. I mean, come on.
Somebody ought to say, "Well, on Sims 2, we made our most money off this particular one." So let's go back and make it familiar
And
to
start
how
all
that
over.
was.
No, cutting back.
Make more money, but
Maybe they were cutting
backfired.
back on expenses.
Yeah, maybe so.
To see what was, but to me, I mean,
I would have loved the freedom of being able to just go walk.
I liked
anywhere
it on
you
the
wanna go.
PlayStation. I can't remember which one it was though.
Mhm.
I played one on the PlayStation 2. That was the last one I played on a console, and that was pretty good.
You did?
I just didn't like the
I
console
didn't
experience
either.
with the Sims. I guess because we were so just in it on the PC, it was just
Oh wait,
it was just so different.
Yeah.
It was
played that
different.
Wii too.
The
I
Wii?
played the Sims on the Wii, and you actually had the nunchuck.
What?
The nunchuck piece, you had connected.
They made the Sims for the Wii.
It was for the Wii. Yep. It was it Castaway was the one I played.
Okay.
And you kind of
okay.
move the joystick up to kind of move the people. That one was a little bit different,
Okay.
or whatever.
Do y'all remember Sim Life? Was it Sim Life or Sim
Sims-
Second Life? Was it Second Life or something? Yeah, Sim Life. Mhm.
I don't remember.
And then
Sim
there was
Life.
the Sims Online.
Yes,
you
I
could go
remember
online
Sims
and play.
Online. I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember the Sims Online.
Yeah.
I remember the college, the apartment.
And make a movie. Like Angry Birds did when I say started to fall. Excuse me, sorry about that.
Yeah. Yeah, they sure
Sims
did.
the movie. Come on, y'all.
Sims.
Well, let's hope Nintendo takes this advice from the classic gamer gals. And I did want to say this before we wrap up. I don't know if you all knew this, but for the arcade, CathyAndy, Miss Pac-Man, Dig Dug, and Galaga are now on the Xbox One. They have a 3-in-1 pack as well. You can buy all 3 games. I think for what is it? I just bought it, so the price isn't coming up. I think it's for $3.99 or $4.99 for all 3. Or you can buy them individually.
Okay.
Yeah, you can buy them. And I was a Galaga
Yes.
girl.
Yeah.
Yes, go to the mall.
Yes.
And oh my gosh, girl, I played the heck out of some Galaga. That was my game. That was my game. Yes. So I'll be on that hopefully this weekend.
Oh yeah.
Right. But let me thank my gals. I appreciate you. I appreciate my gals. Yes, this has been real. So I hope Karen B, that we have, our suggestion to you that you don't step out, girl.
Yes, don't step out.
Don't step out.
It. Yes. Don't step out.
Put your birthday suit on, girl.
Yes.
Going on.
Take them games to the bedroom.
Go order you some sexy books on Amazon and step your skill level up, girlfriend.
Yes.
Get your eagle on.
And Helen S. Well, girl, you see, you already in the process of your divorce, so girlfriend already. So she, but this is not why she divorced, and it's not just because of that, though. She's already.
Helen, just some advice: don't put all gamers in a box. There are some successful, do what they have to do, responsible gamers out there. There are. I just want to let you know.
Yeah, I think we can all agree that don't let one monkey
For the banana
don't let one
I think I flubbed it. Steal the show? No, but that wouldn't be right to use it in this one. Don't let one bad apple spoil the bunch.
Don't let one monkey eat all the bananas.
Don't let one monkey fall off the bed and bump his head, and I'm gonna have to call the doctor. And the doctor said, "No more monkeys jumping on the bed."
And with that, this is MamaCita with Classic Gamer Gals. Into the Gals Room. We are out.
Bye. Peace.